Ladies and gentlemen, while the Democrats were busy setting Chicago on fire, Donald Trump was lighting up North Carolina with a message of hope, strength, and America first. In a rally the mainstream media is desperate to ignore, he laid out a vision for our country that stands in stark contrast to the chaos we're seeing from the Harris-Biden administration. But it's not just what he said, it's the energy, the enthusiasm, and the promise of a return to greatness. Now, check this out. Are you listening? While Trump's rallying the troops, you need to rally your finances. With gold prices soaring past $2,400 an ounce, it's clear smart money is seeking safe harbor. Don't let the political turmoil sink your savings. Global Gold Investments is offering a 5-year IRA fee waiver program that could be your financial lifeline. Call 888-700-4148 or visit IRAGoldproof.com. Mention Next News, and they'll roll out the red carpet for you. Remember, in uncertain times, gold isn't just an investment, it is insurance for your future. Now, check out this dramatic arrival of Donald Trump. Holy cow, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen. Watch this. You see that? Oh, man, look at that. Look at that, man. Donald Trump arriving. And the latest poll numbers from Lion Politics showing Trump Vance at 287 electoral votes to Harris Walz 251, with, of course, the standard blue states holding their ground. So we've got a lot to dig through in this rally, quite a few clips here. But I think we'll just start with the first one. Donald Trump saying that Barack Hussein Obama committed treason.
Fast robotics and artificial intelligence and hypersonics. Do you know, hypersonics, these are missiles that go 7 times faster than a fast ordinary missile. 7 times faster. So fast that for the most part, you can't shut them down and you can't shoot them down. They're going at levels of speed that nobody thought was possible. Do you know, that was our technology that was stolen by Russia. And Russia has them, and I started them very quickly. But somebody gave Russia, years ago, before me, all of our plans and specs for hypersonic missiles, and they built them, and we didn't. He said Bill Clinton. He could be. Might have been, in all fairness, might have been a little after Bill Clinton. I used to like Bill Clinton. Can you believe it? It could have been Barack Hussein Obama, perhaps. We should ask him. Now, he was very nasty last night. I try and be nice to people, you know, but it's a little tough when they get personal. Please, again, remember, please, sir, don't get personal. Talk about.
And if you see there, he is standing behind bulletproof glass at an outdoor rally. That's where we are, folks. Trump said they're called bounce back jobs. We gave him a country that was fixed and more people died under Biden.
Remember this, the numbers sound good because they're called bounce back jobs. We had a pandemic. People were laid off. And then and this is common for ages, when a pandemic goes, you have bounce back. The businesses, and had we not done what we did with money, probably some of you benefited, but we would have been in a 1929 style depression. We did it just right. The problem is they came in, they no longer needed money. We gave them a country that was fixed, and more people died during Biden, think of that, than died during us from COVID. Many more people died during them. But think of this, we gave them a country and they blew it. Remember this.
You know what hurts? What hurts is to see him having to campaign from behind bulletproof glass. It's like when you go to the gas station, you know, in a rough part of town, and they've got bulletproof glass separating you and the cashier. You go in to pay. It just shows you that you're in a rough part of town when you see those types of that glass separating you. What does this say about our country? We're living in a pretty rough period, my friends, when the president has to campaign from behind bulletproof glass. Sick.
Streets. We have squalor in our streets. Our vets are disregarded, living on sidewalks in freezing cold and unbelievably hot cities all over the country. And yet we have people coming in to our country that are living in luxury hotels.
Yeah, they are. President Trump, there was a woman who actually had fainted. Listen to this. So remember, he's behind bulletproof glass here, and he leaves the bulletproof glass.
The president, in my hand.
Oh my. Going right down to be with the people, man. Bulletproof glass be damned. It's painful to watch this. I mean, it's beautiful to watch this moment where he's... the fact that he has to go out from behind glass. Oh, he's giving the lady a hug.
All right, well, we heard him ask Dr.
Wow. That was beautiful. That was beautiful.
Radical social.
Here's
but
more.
Under Comrade Kamala, our military has been abused for radical social experiments. On day one, I will get critical race theory and transgender insanity the hell out of our U.S. armed forces. We're taking it out. Our warriors should be focused on defeating America's enemies, not figuring out their genders. By that time, hopefully they know their genders. Marxist ideologies have no place in combat. Think of it, they go in and they decide, oh, they're going to change my gender. No, we want them to know their gender when they go in. You have no idea the disruption that has caused, and the fake news refuses to report it. You know, when I did a ban, I went to a lot of good generals. I said, I'm not going to tell you names. Just tell me, is it the right thing or the wrong thing? The wrong thing, sir. It's the wrong thing. And I had unanimous support. And then we did it. I didn't do it. Other people did it. They reversed me as soon as they got in, like almost the first day. I didn't do it. But they allowed things to happen to our military that just not right. If you want to have a sex change or a social justice seminar, then you can do it somewhere else, but you're not going to do it in the Army, Navy, Coast Guard, Air Force, Space Force, or the United States Marines. Sorry. You're not going to do it there. The military brass that led these absurd and insulting initiatives will likewise be removed, and they will no longer be in command. They're going to be gone. So
Good. Get rid of them. China, Russia, they are all laughing at us. Oh, this is where we are, folks. Thank God. This is why we need President Trump. This is why we need him back in office.
as a result, peace in Europe has been shattered by the largest European land war since the fall of Nazi Germany. This is the largest war there's been, and this war is going to escalate and escalate. When, if, but when. I have to always say if, because they cheat. I would say when if they didn't cheat, but they cheat. That's the one thing. They're great at cheating in elections. If we win, I'll get that thing settled before I take the office. I'll get it settled as president-elect. I'll get that war stopped. With Russia, yeah, we'll get that stopped. Ukraine and Russia, we're going to get it stopped, and quickly. It'll be done before I get to office. It would not have happened if I was president. It wasn't going to happen. In the Middle East, the Jewish people have suffered the worst atrocities and deadliest attacks since the Holocaust. There's no question about that. The United States has been forced to abandon more embassies under Comrade Kamala than at any time in our history. We're running out. It's not like we're leaving. We're being run out of these embassies that cost us hundreds of millions of dollars to build. You got to see these embassies in the middle of nowhere in a country you've never even heard of. They spent $900 million to build an embassy. The whole thing is crazy. The world is on fire, and Kamala and Biden have marched us to the brink of World War III.
It's a miracle.
That's the truth. We are on the edge of World War III. And that's what they want. They want us in a constant state of chaos, confusion, subjugation. So we look to them for solutions rather than to ourselves and to our neighbors. They want us to be dependent upon government. But Donald Trump has 2 words for them.
That's why this November Americans are going to tell Kamala Harris, that we've had enough. We can't take it anymore. You're doing a terrible job. Comrade Harris, you're fired. Get out of here. You're fired. You're no good. You're fired. Get him out of here. That's why this November America.
So there you have it, folks. While the Democrats descend into chaos and Kamala Harris tries to cover up her failures with fake numbers, Donald Trump is out there connecting with real Americans, addressing real issues, and presenting real solutions. And the contrast couldn't be clearer. On one side, we have riots, lies, and incompetence. On the other, we have a vision of America that's strong and prosperous and free. The choice, my friends, is yours. So what will it be?